This tutorial about the S806 is how to use the remote that comes with your TV box. I'm going to go over the buttons first, and then I'm going to do a demonstration on how to use them. First of all, this button right up here in the upper left is your cursor button, or your arrow. What you use that for is to guide or point to something directly, like a movie or something, and you just click the OK button right here once you have your cursor over your selection, and it will open it up. The button over here to the left is your on and off button. That'll turn the box on and off. The circle here is your up and down buttons. That'll move your cursor up and down. Left and right will move the cursor left and right. Now these up and down buttons and the left and right will also move like the buttons on your home screen. It'll make each one pop up. It'll scroll down through lists without using the cursor. This button right here is your back button. It's the little arrow with the bend in it. That means go back. Start and pause button here. When a movie's playing, you can stop it, pause it, and play it there. This is your home button. It'll bring you back to the page you see up on the TV now whenever you push that. This here's your up volume, and this here is your down volume. This button here, if you put it over certain apps and things like that, you can click on it and it'll bring up more information to go in and do settings and things like that, but you really will not have to use that button. Okay, so let's start off. Right now we are on the home screen and we want to go down to Showbox or the eyeball to play a movie. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the down button right under the OK. Okay, now we're in the bottom level. Now we would hit the left button to navigate to the eyeball. The other thing you need to remember is you need to point the top of this remote directly at the front of your box, or it will not work. Okay, now that we have the eyeball selected, you would push OK. Point at the box and push OK. Now we have Showbox. Now, if you just want to scroll down and find a movie, you would push this one here, and scroll up, you would push this. So I'm going to scroll down now. You see it's flipping through all the movie selections, and you see more movies loading. And we can keep going down and down and down and down. And then when you want to go back up, you push the up, and it'll go there. So here we are. I decided I want to watch The Gambler. In order to make that selection, I'm going to point the remote at the box and push the cursor button one time. So I'm going to do that. Now, the cursor doesn't pop up until you push one of the directional buttons, up, down, left, or right. So now I'm going to push one of those, and look, there's my cursor. It just popped up. And I'm going to put that on The Gambler by guiding it with the arrows, up, down, left, right. And then you push the OK button to select. And now the movie's going to load. Now, an ad popped up. In Showbox, that happens all the time. In order to get rid of that, you can just push your back button. You push it right, and there you go. Now we're on this page. Remember, never push the download, and what I'm going to do is use, again, the arrow navigations, left, right, up, and down, to go get the cursor pointed over top of Watch Now. And then I will push this OK button again. And as you can see, our movie will load up. The movie's loading here. Now, the volume was down, so what I did was I pushed the plus button here to turn the volume up. If that doesn't give you the volume you desire, the maximum volume you will get by using this button is what the maximum volume is set on your TV at this point in time. So you set your maximum volume with your remote or the volume on your TV set.
So,
now,
what are you going to do for me?
To lower the volume, I would hit the minus button here. And there you go. Now it's going to lower it, plus to increase. Now that decided I want to see what another movie is, or I want to back out of this before the movie ended, I'm going to take my cursor down and either click on the back button by pushing the OK on your tools at the bottom, or I can just simply hit the back button on the remote. And then I hit the back button one more time, and I'm back at the home page. Now, the other thing you're going to need to learn is how to use the searches that you will find in various different apps. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the cursor and I'm going to go up here to the search. And we're going to click inside, click right on the search, and that's going to bring up a keyboard. And then what we're going to do is go down and make sure where, like, see where it says Chinese here? A lot of times when a box first comes, it'll be set on Chinese. We're just going to get over top of Chinese, and we're going to push the OK button and change it to English. Now we're on English. So now we want to search for a movie. So let's just say we want to search for Taken 2. Taken 3 is up there. So by using the up, down, left, right buttons around the OK there, we're going to go to the T. Now we navigate to the left with the left button, A. And as we're doing this, you can see in this app, it's already starting to look for movies that'll fit that. Okay. And we're going to go back to the left and then up to the E. Select E with the OK button, and now we'll have to go back over and go down to the end. Now you can see it came up there. Now in other apps you would have to spell the whole movie out and click done, and then it'll do the search. Again, I use these arrows to navigate around that keyboard. So now that I have what I want, if I want to shut the keyboard down, I hit the back button. And then Taken 2 is right up there, as well as the original Taken. And I would just navigate over to Taken, and I would push the OK button again. Okay, I'm not going to bother loading this movie up. Pretty much showed you all the functionalities and how to use it. Again, if I wanted to now go back, we hit the back button. Whoops, went too far. We'll go back down to the eyeball. Now, if I wanted to go back and search for another movie and I have my cursor up, in order to get rid of the cursor so I can scroll again, I need to click to get rid of the cursor so you can just scroll with the arrows. You just click this button here, the cursor button, one time. And now that's off. And now you see I'm back to just scrolling through movies. And that's how you use the remote with your S806 TV box. It's not the simplest when you're trying to type or anything. Once you get used to it, it works real well. But you might want to check out our other video that gives you your remote options. We like the Logitech K400 with a touchpad keyboard. That works real well, and it's a lot more simplified to use. And then there's various other keyboards that you can get. There's mini keyboards with touchpads on them. That'll make your experience a little easier when navigating around. And that's it for now. Thank you.